Welcome to Penny's Perspective, the meaning behind the meme. There is a reason for every relationship. Remember that saying from a few years ago, well, several years ago actually, that went something along the lines of um, what was it? People come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. That's it. That's what's behind this meme. Healthy, unconditional lifetime relationships, those are extremely rare. They happen, but they're extremely rare. Why? Well, because no two people will grow or mature at the same speed. Sometimes you enter into a relationship and you think that you're going to stay together forever. You want to, but you decide to mature and grow, and the other person doesn't. Well, at some point, then you're going to get so far apart that you have to make a decision. Then, am I willing to stay with this person for the rest of my life? Well, if you are, then that person's serving a need. They're fulfilling a need for you. It doesn't mean that you were intended to stay together for the rest of your life. It just means you're choosing to do so. Almost always, every person you meet is going to either teach you something or test you. Sometimes they do both. So, for example, let's say that you think that you can spot a manipulator. You know what it means to be manipulated and you can spot them. Everybody gets manipulated into doing things or saying things that they don't want to do. People will go along to get along for whatever their reasons are at the time. And then at some point somebody will say you get to the point where you're like, "Okay, I'm done. I'm not going to let this happen to me anymore." So when that happens, guaranteed people will come into your life who will test you on that to see if you really will stand your ground or if you're going to let them manipulate you again into doing something or saying something that you don't want to do. Now, either way, it's not a bad deal because it just means that now well, I got manipulated I didn't really want to do that, but I did it. That just tells you, hey, I got to dig deeper into that mind file and really resolve it for next time. Now, sometimes, do you remember that years ago, Garth Brooks had a song called Unanswered Prayers? And and the words were, some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. Here's the thing. I don't think that there are unanswered prayers. I think that we get the answers to our prayers all the time. We just choose not to hear the answer because maybe we don't like the answer. There's that. So every person you meet, there's a reason for every relationship. And that relationship can just be brief. It can be really intensely personal. It can just be an acquaintance. It can just be somebody that you see every day at the coffee shop, the person who waits on you. All of those are relationships. But there's a reason. They are either going to teach you or they're going to test you. So that's my perspective. What's yours? Let me know in the comments. See you next time.